Right, welcome everyone to our summer solstice and international day of yoga practice. I'm Amy Zellmer, for any of you who might not know who I am, and I'm here today with my assistant Emily. And today we're going to do a summer solstice practice. This one's going to be a brain boosting practice. We're going to get our brain going and give our brain a little bit of a workout along with our body today. So I hope that you guys enjoy this practice. And it's been said that mood is linked to less than optimal brain and nervous system function. So today what we're going to do is we're going to recoordinate the left and the right hemispheres of our brain to get the brain a boost, to get it going a little more, give it some optimization. So some of the stuff we'll do today is we're going to be doing a lot of cross-lateral and contralateral movements to get both of those right and left brain hemispheres working together. And if you do this repeatedly, you're going to see differences, because neuroplasticity is really cool. And it's beneficial to anyone, whether they've had a brain injury or a neurological condition, or they're aging, or they just simply want to keep their brain in tip-top shape. So I hope that you enjoy today's brain boosting yoga practice for the summer solstice. And I also invite you to join me on Patreon, and we'll drop a link here in a little bit, but for just $10 a month, you have access to my weekly yoga classes. And we typically do Mondays and Thursdays, and Monday mornings are a more gentle, just kind of waking up the body. We do some meditation. And then Thursday afternoons, we focus more on a specific topic, whether that's stretching, strengthening, balance. So Thursdays get a little more in depth into the asana practice. But for today, you really don't need any yoga experience. I will do my best to help guide you through all the poses. And if you would like to remain in a chair the whole time, you can definitely modify your practice to fit your needs today. And, honor your body. Every day our body is a little bit different. Some days we have more energy and focus and balance, and other days we might have a really off day. So really just honor your body and whatever it's telling you today. And yoga is such a great tool for listening to our bodies and listening to what it's trying to tell us that it needs. And that might be that it needs more rest, it might need more stretching, or it just might want a more vigorous exercise. So listen to your body and modify as you see that you need to in today's practice or any practice. All right, so I'm going to have everyone start in a comfortable seated position, whether that's in a chair or on the floor. And if you are on the floor, I do encourage you to sit on a pillow or a folded up blanket. And the reason we want to do that is to get your pelvis above your hips so that you have a very neutral pelvis. And we're just going to start coming into a nice comfortable position. Shoulder blades are back and down. Your hands just resting comfortably. And just breathe here. We have all come to today's practice from all different walks of life. Some of you might have been rushing to get here. Some of you may have been counting down the minutes to come in. Some of you might be frazzled. Some of you might be tired. And just honor whatever it is that your body's telling you today. Now let's take a few breaths with our arms. And if your arms are feeling tired, or if you have shoulder issues, you can always keep your hands on your lap or your waist. So don't ever feel obligated to have to bring your arms into the practice. Let's inhale as we lift our arms, palms up overhead. And as we exhale, palms face down and float our arms back down. Again, inhale and exhale. And one more inhale and exhale. And let's just do some big shoulder rolls. So really pull those shoulders up to your ears and pull those shoulder blades back, down, and around. Really waking up the shoulder blades, the clavicles. And then let's go the other way, up and forward and around. And then back to neutral. And now take your left hand and bring it to your right knee. And as you inhale, sit up nice and tall through your spine. And as you exhale, twist to the right. And breathe. Feeling your chest rise and fall. And on your next exhale, come back to center. And bring your right hand to your left knee. Inhale as you sit up nice and tall. And as you exhale, twist to the left. Remembering to breathe. And exhale back to center. And then bring your right hand up like you're saying hi. And we're going to do some lateral movements. So as you inhale, reach that arm up as you bend to the left, inhaling into the right rib cage, and exhale back to center. Inhale, reaching and bend to the left. Exhaling back to center. And one more inhale. And exhale. And switch hands, so bringing the left hand up. Inhale as you reach overhead and bend to the right. Exhale back to center. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. And lower your arm. And now I invite you to come up to standing. If you would like to remain seated for the practice, you are welcome to stay in your chair. And we're going to come to our mat. And feet just a little more than hip width apart. Engaging your quads and your glutes, your belly button tucked back towards your spine. Your pelvis should be neutral. Shoulder blades pulled back and down. Slightly external rotating your shoulders so your palms are facing forward. And your head and neck should be very neutral. And just take a breath here and notice how your body is feeling. We've just started to wake up the body. Now go ahead and just kind of bounce and shake your arms, bounce your legs. And this can be a tiny movement like this, or it can be a bigger movement, depending on the energy level that you're feeling. Just bouncing. We're just waking up the nervous system. And coming back to neutral. And now we're going to do some swinging twists. So gently swinging to the side, letting that back hand tap your back. And then to the other side and letting it tap your back. And now let's speed that up. And you keep your head forward. You can focus your eyes on a neutral object. And that little tap on our back is waking up our adrenals. All right, now we're going to add on and do what's comfortable for you with this. This may be bothersome to some of you, but we're going to do some orientating of our vestibular system. So now I'm going to slow it down for a minute to show you, but as we twist, you're going to move your head, scanning with your eyes. Scanning on our vertical plane. Okay, now let's speed that up. And if this is too much for you, go ahead and put your head back to neutral. But this is a great way to wake up our vestibular system. We're waking up our adrenals. We're waking up our bodies. And then bring your head back to neutral and keep twisting. And then come back to neutral and shake it a little bit again. I apologize, I can't read my notes from that far away. Okay. All right, so coming back to neutral, we're gonna do some stress relieving breath work. So I'll show you once what we're gonna do, and then we'll do it together several times. So this is called a sigh breath. So as we inhale, we're gonna bring our arms up like this to cactus arms. And as we exhale, we're gonna bring our arms down, bend our knees, and let out a sigh. Inhaling as we come back up. All right, now do it with me. So arms at the side, inhale. And come back to neutral. And that is such a great stress reliever. Just getting that all out of our body. You should feel some of that stress and tension you've been holding all day should have melted away. So just pause here in mountain pose. And again, just feel how your body is feeling. Check in with your body. Listen to what it's telling you today. Now we're going to come into mountain pose. So bringing our feet about 2 fist widths apart, getting the weight centered on your feet so that the weight's not to the front or the back or a side, finding that center of gravity, engaging your quads, your glutes, your abdominals, tucking your belly button to the spine, shoulder blades back and down, head and neck is neutral, and this is mountain pose. Now we're going to inhale, and we're going to bring our arms halfway up, and then our right arm is going to continue all the way up. And as we exhale, bring our arm down and all the way down. Inhale, halfway up. Left arm continues overhead. Exhale, bring them both down. So we'll do that a few more times. Inhale, right arm up. Exhale, bring them down. And if this is too hard on your shoulders, Emily, you can keep going. If this is too hard on your shoulders, you can do cactus arms, if that's easier on your shoulders. Inhale, right arm. Exhale down. Inhale, left arm. Exhale down. Now we're going to add on to this. As we inhale and lift, we're going to come up on our toes and continue with the right arm. Exhale, lower the arms and the feet. Inhale, toes, left arm up. Exhale, lower everything down. Inhale, arms and toes. Right arm continues. Exhale, everything comes down. Inhale, arms and toes. Left arm. Exhale, everything down. Now let's do both arms overhead on these last few. So inhale on your toes, both arms come overhead. Exhale, everything comes down. Do that a couple times. So now by bringing in both our arms, it's helping our brains process what we just did with each arm. Helps it stick. Exhale, everything down. And pause here in mountain pose. And the pause is just as important as the movement. The pause is the opportunity to listen and check in with your body. Now go ahead and turn to the right on your mat. And we're going to step our right foot forward and our left foot back. Not a big wide stance, but we want enough room. We're going to be bending that front leg. And make sure that your hips are turned and centered over that front leg. And as we inhale, we're going to bend the right knee and lift the left arm. And exhale, straighten the leg, lower the arm. So inhale as you bend and lift. Exhale, straighten and lower. Inhale. This is called a contralateral movement. We are moving the opposite hip and shoulder. And again, if your shoulder has any issues, you can do cactus arms. Inhale one more time. And exhale. And bring your feet back together to the front of the mat. And again, pause. Feel the difference in your sides of the body. Contralateral movements are very good for our brain. It confuses our brain a little bit. And when we confuse our brain and make it work harder, it creates neuroplasticity and creates new synapses in our brain. So now we'll turn to the left. Left foot forward, right foot back. Again, square the hips to the front. Inhale as you bend the left knee, Right arm overhead. Exhale as you straighten. Inhale, bend and lift. Exhale, straighten and lower. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And one more. Inhale. And exhale. And bring your feet back together to the side of the mat. And just observe. Take a pause. Now we're going to add on to what we just did. So again, turning to the right, right foot forward, left leg back. And I will do it once to show you. It's a little bit gonna confuse your brain, but that's a really good thing. And we're gonna push our balance a little bit. So it starts the same. We're gonna inhale, bend and lift. Exhale, stay here. Inhale as we slowly switch arms and lift our left knee. Exhale, slowly switch arms and step back. All right. You guys got this. All right, right foot forward. Inhale as you bend and lift. Exhale here. Inhale, slowly switch arms and lift the right arm and left knee. Exhale, switching arms, bringing the left knee back. Inhale, bend the knee. Exhale here. Inhale as we slowly switch. And if you're wobbly, that's okay. I'm wobbly too. Exhale, slowly switch and bring the left foot back. One more. Inhale, bend the knee. Exhale as we slowly switch arms and lift the left knee. And now, if you can, bring both arms overhead. And then step back and turn to the side. Now take a moment to pause and listen to your body. Was a little bit confusing for you? We're challenging the brain with those contralateral movements, and they're excellent for neuroplasticity and boosting our brain, and in effect, boosting our mood. Okay, now we're going to turn to the left. Left foot forward, right foot back. Inhale as we bend and lift the right arm. Exhale here. Inhale as we switch arms and bring our right knee up. And you'll notice you might be more tipsy on one side than the other, like I am. Exhale as you switch arms, bringing the right foot back. Inhale, bending the front knee. Exhale here. Inhale, slowly switching arms, bringing up the right knee. Exhale, slowly switching arms, bringing the right leg back. One more time. Inhale, bend the front knee. Exhale here. Inhale, slowly switching arms, lifting the right knee. Now bring both arms up here if you can. And go ahead, release the knee and the arms. and come back to the front. Now let's do some of those swinging twists again. Feet a little wider than hip. And just swing and tapping that back, waking up those adrenals. And this is a cross lateral movement. We're crossing the midline of the body. We're giving the body some proprioceptive awareness. And we're challenging our vestibular system. And we're building neuroplasticity. And release back to neutral. And let me just check my notes. All right. Now we're going to do a bit of a forward fold. So if you need a block, you can put a block in front of you, or you can put a chair in front of you, or if you're comfortable coming all the way to the floor, you can come to the floor. So coming into mountain pose, feet about 2 fist widths apart, weight centered in your toes. We're going to inhale, bringing both arms overhead. As we exhale, we're going to slowly forward fold as the right arm comes forward, the left arm comes to the small of your back. Inhale, using your feet to lift you, bringing both arms overhead. Exhale, release to your side. All right, we're going to continue on. We're going to alternate. So inhale, bringing the arms overhead. Exhale, slowly forward fold. Left arm comes to the floor, right arm to your back. Inhale, coming all the way up, arms overhead. Exhale, right hand coming forward, left arm to your back. Inhaling, coming all the way up, arms overhead. Exhale, left arm forward, right arm back. Inhale, coming all the way up. Exhale, right arm forward, left arm back. Inhale, all the way up. Exhale, left arm forward, right arm back. Inhale, all the way up. Now we're going to forward fold both hands forward. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, release your arms down to your side. And just take a moment to shake and bounce. Whatever feels good. And then coming down onto all fours into tabletop. Bring my notes with me. So your knees should be under your hips. Your hands should be under your shoulders or just slightly wider. Your feet should be flat on the floor. Neutral spine, neutral pelvis. Just take a breath or two here, orientating yourself. And then as we inhale, slightly scoot forward. And as you exhale, push back towards child's pose. Inhale, coming forward. Exhale back into child's pose. Inhale, Coming forward. Exhale back. And this time, bring your knees a little bit wider and come all the way back into child's pose. And you want your forehead to make contact with the ground. So if you can't reach the mat, you can bring a block and allow your forehead to rest on the block. And we'll just hold in child's pose for a few breaths. And on our next inhale, we're going to come back up to tabletop. And we're going to add on. So inhale slightly forward, exhaling back to child's. And on your next inhale, as you come up, we're going to come into bird dog. So right arm forward, left leg up. And your foot can stay on the floor if you need more stability. Sorry, my hands are slipping on my mat. So you can leave your foot on the floor for more stability. But again, we're doing that contralateral movement, opposite shoulder and hip. And as you exhale, bring the arm and the leg down and come back to child's. And again, inhale. We're going to lift our left arm, right leg. Exhale, everything comes down, back to child's. And if it's too much movement for you to go back and forth, it's absolutely okay to stay right here in tabletop. And inhale, right arm, left leg. Exhale, release to the floor. Inhale, left arm, right leg. Exhale, release. And then go ahead and push back into child's pose again. Bring your knees a little wider. And resting here in child's pose. Then go ahead and come onto your belly. And you're going to need to give yourself a little bit of room because we're going to sweep our arms above our heads. So we're going to start with our forehead resting on the floor, our arms down to our sides. And as you inhale, lift the right leg and sweep the left arm overhead. Exhale, sweep the arm back and leg lowers. Inhale, sweep the right arm, left leg lifts. Exhale, release. Inhale, left arm, right leg. Exhale, release. Inhale, right arm sweeps up, left leg lifts. Exhale, release. And lower your forehead to the floor. Hands under your shoulders. And go ahead and push yourself back up. And now you're going to come onto your back. And I personally have a hard time being flat on my back. So I'm going to use my bolster to keep my head lifted. So coming onto your back, your knees up, feet flat on the floor, arms at your side. And as we inhale, we're going to lift our butt off of the floor. Our arms come up to here, and then our right arm keeps going overhead. And then exhale, both arms come down and lower our hips. So inhale, lifting everything. Left arm keeps going overhead. Exhale, releasing everything back to the floor. Inhale, right arm keeps going. Exhale, everything comes back down. Inhale, lifting, left arm keeps going. Exhale, release everything down. Now this time we're gonna bring both arms. So inhale, both arms go overhead. Exhale, release everything back down. Good job. Okay, now you're gonna bring your knees up, arms out at your side. I'm sorry, arms at your side, not out to your side. And as you inhale, straighten the right leg up, left arm overhead. Exhale, knee comes back down, arm comes down. Inhale, left leg, right arm. Exhale, release. Inhale, right arm, left up, right leg, left arm. Exhale, release. One more, inhale, left leg, right arm. Release. And now both legs, both arms. And release. And you can release your feet to the floor. And now go ahead and bring your arms out to your side in a T. I can't quite get there. And bring your knees in. Take a big inhale. And as you exhale, twist to the left, allowing your legs to come to the floor. And your right shoulder should remain on the floor. Remember to breathe. And inhale as you bring your knees back up. And exhale as you drop to the right. And the left arm, left shoulder remains on the floor. Inhale, bring your knees back up. And release your feet to the floor. And now you'll be preparing for Shavasana, final relaxation pose. So go ahead and bring your legs out straight, feet about mat width apart. Arms at your side, palms up. Shoulder blades tucked back and under. And slowly allow your body to melt into the floor. Relaxing your feet and your toes. Relaxing your legs and your hips. Relaxing your low back and your tummy. Relaxing your shoulders and your chest. Relaxing your arms your hands and your fingers. Releasing any tension from your neck and your throat and your jaw and your tongue. Relaxing your forehead and your eyes and the crown of your head. And bring your awareness to your breath as you feel your chest rise and fall. Imagining a beam of light coming in through the crown of your head as you inhale and extending all the way to the toes of your feet. And as you exhale, imagining that light coming all the way back up and out through the crown of your head. And as you lie here in relaxation pose, try to focus on your breath. If any unwanted thoughts should enter your mind, simply release them without judgment and return to your breath. Very slowly bring your awareness back to your breath. Inhaling as your chest rises, and exhale as your chest lowers. Slowly bring your awareness back to your body, wiggling your fingers and your toes. And gently begin to open your eyes, bringing your awareness to your surroundings. And very slowly roll onto one side, allowing your head to rest on your arm. And very gently, using both hands, push yourself up with your head coming up last. When we come up too quickly with our head, we activate our brain, and right now we're trying to keep our brain in this state of calm. Come into your comfortable seated position, and we'll take 3 final breaths together. And on the final breath, I invite you to join me in an Om. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, release. Inhale. And exhale. One more. Inhale. Om. Bringing your hands to heart center. Taking a moment to acknowledge yourself for being here today for this brain boosting practice. And giving gratitude to your body for all that it does for you throughout the day. And acknowledging your brain, mind, and spirit. Thank you for being here today. Thank you for taking the time to do today's practice for International Day of Yoga and the summer solstice. Go ahead and comment if you like how you're feeling after doing today's brain boosting practice. And this replay will be available, so you can do it again and again, and getting the great benefits for your vestibular system, neuroplasticity. You're welcome, Palma. Thank you for being here. And I'll put the Patreon link in the chat for anyone that's interested in joining me. For just $10 a month, you have access to my live weekly Zoom classes. I have quite the halo going on. I apologize for that. I'm glowing. And you always have access to all the replays in a private Facebook group as well. So thank you all for being here and practicing with me this evening and celebrating the summer solstice. Enjoy the longest day of the year in the Northern Hemisphere. If you're in the Southern Hemisphere, it's the shortest day of the year. It's your winter solstice. But have a wonderful day, everyone, and have a great week, and have a great summer.